Hey everybody, we're getting ready for the next round, and just wanted to give a little bit of context of what we just saw in the last round of the quarters. There was a matchup against Mono Green Tron that we saw on camera earlier against Scam, Damon on Scam, the red black version. Damon ended up playing a Voidwalker, Douthie Voidwalker, and stealing his opponent's Karn the Great Creator, attacking Karn the Great Creator, exiling it, casting it with the Voidwalker, and then getting his own Filigreed Silex out of his sideboard with it, and at the same time, his opponent Frank was able to play the One Ring, but could not activate it because Scam had stolen Karn the Great Creator that prevents your opponent from activating their artifacts. Absolutely nuts. We're going into the semifinals now. Got Daniel running back Jeskai Breach, Jacob from round 1 losing to Yawgmoth, now in the semifinals. What a turnaround from the beginning of the day. Really excited to see these two. Daniel has been performing excellently today on camera. We've seen him storming off proficiently and clearly. He demonstrates the quickness of the loop in milling himself, and Jacob has been just playing through it today. He has been running against Scam and the One Ring that just fogs him for a turn, and a deck that is ostensibly a mono white aggro deck with his interaction basically limited to Reprieve, which one of the new cards from Lord of the Rings. It is absolutely incredible to see him turn this around, come back, be in the semifinals now. This is going to be quite a matchup. Both of these players, I think, really want it. They want the invite for the invitational.
So, did you tell him about
sure did.
The comeback story already?
Yeah.
The comeback story of Jacob?
Yeah.
We watched him lose in round 1, and now he's back here in the semifinals?
Yeah, we were discussing it. So, Jacob and I were kind of chatting for a little bit.
Yep.
And he has been fighting for every win today. He has been playing through Scam and the One Ring and every amount of hand attack. And he said his literal only interaction to these kind of things is Reprieve. And he has just been sweating it.
So Reprieve good then? Huh?
Absolutely. It's and he has. If there is a person who has fought through and earned his place in these semifinals, it is absolutely him. Your son is in play now.
It's Skrelv, my boy. He's here. Stay away from him.
He might do something. It wasn't a great joke, but I'll take it.
Daniel on turn 2, he's got an Ether Spellbomb.
Yeah, we're going to bounce it.
That's going to put Skrelv back in hand here. Ragavan's going to come into the red zone. And we'll get a card off the top of Chris's deck.
Oh.
It is an Inkmoth Nexus, so that's going to go away.
It's inky.
And we'll pass the turn back to Jacob here. Jacob's going to take a draw step. He's got another Horizon Canopy. Very painful mana in this game.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter, I don't think, as much against Daniel in game 1. Daniel not really on the mid-range plan just yet.
Not just yet.
Oh, and there's a Sigardazade. So we've got Skrelv and Sigardazade. Great start now. That Ink Moth would have come in handy. Being able to infect your opponent out. It ends games real quick.
Just make the game over. Turn 3, no problem.
Springleaf a drum. Man. Seeing Daniel absolutely come from nothing in that mono black game 3, just play through everything.
Yes,
to win.
yeah.
Insane.
So it has been really awesome to watch Daniel play Magic today.
Agreed.
I do love this Jeskai Breach deck. It's been truly a pleasure to watch.
As much as I groan when the One Ring comes into play,
to watch him navigate this field here today, and here we have a grinding station. Taking 2?
Yeah,
Okay, we're taking
okay.
2 from the Steam
Steam
Bits. And here is a Spring Link.
It's funny that he's choosing to play his own and not his opponent's.
Them's the rubbins.
Yeah, just like, I don't want to play yours. That's the dirty one. I'll play mine, thank you.
Jacob just going to have a look here at Grinding Station before he gets his turn started here. So we'll
Sure does
untap,
mill good.
take a draw step, and what's it going to be? Here is a copy of Inkmoth Nexus. Daniel has Unholy Heats in his deck. He'll be fine, right? Here's a Stoneforge.
Sure. So we have a Sigarda's and we're going to be able to get a hammer now.
Here's a Colossus Hammer.
And we can give creatures protection with Skrelv. It counts on fingers real quick. Hang on, Gruul player doing math.
Bear with us.
I don't... If there was a dangerous animal, bear with me, that was with me the entire time, how could I, bear with me, signal that to you?
The Urza Saga is going to go up to 3 here.
Yeah,
It looks like it's going to put a Mox Amber into play.
Yep.
And this game might just be over.
If we have a
here.
breach, it's it. This is it. Breach
So
is all we need.
Here's mana coming.
There it
Here's
is,
an
yeah. This is
Underworld
game.
Breach. Let's see if Jacob has anything to say about this.
So we're going to sacrifice an artifact, mill 3. And then whenever an artifact comes into play, you just untap it. So he's just going to mill 3, cast it again.
A 0 mana artifact again. Mill
And
3 more. Cast a 0 mana artifact again. And he'll keep doing this until he finds Thassa's Oracle. And then 2 copies of Mox Amber will make 2 blue mana to cast the Thassa's Oracle. And good game.
Yeah, because he has an Emery now. He doesn't actually, like, it's sort of absurd how, like, technically there's a lot of parts to this combo.
Right, but really it's a 1-card combo.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because you just
Underworld Breach is the only card you need.
very much.
Yeah.
It's sort of incredible, this machine that Daniel gets to operate. And he is operating with frightening...
I've brought this up a couple of times today. You're going to see it here right now. He's just going to start comboing off. So once his opponent understands what's happening, Daniel's able to just kind of really rifle through the cards. You'll see him pick up 3 there. That's fine. We'll exile those. We'll do it again. We'll pick up 3 more.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep playing this Mox Amber and making a mana every time. That's what he's telling his opponent. So the dice is going up as he's casting the Mox Amber, making a mana, and then sacking it to the Grinding Station, and then casting it again.
Yep. better move on from the D6.
We have copious amounts of mana at this point.
More than necessary, generally. And oftentimes he does want the Teferi in play for this, but against mono white, there's nothing they can really do. Even if you kill the Thassa's Oracle with the ability on the stack, it's an ETB ability. It'll still do it.
100%.
It's sort of absurd. And there's the Thassa's Oracle. So now he just has to exile a different card, except for Thassa's Oracle. Milled the last 2. And it was in the last, 5 cards of the deck.
Yep.
Now he just gets to cast it.
So he'll cast the Thassa's Oracle, and that should be it. That's okay. Maybe Jacob, not super familiar with it, doesn't hurt to make his opponent walk him through it, because it's also helping him learn what's happening.
Yeah. And while these aren't timed rounds, it kind of behooves you to just take your time. Just relax, watch the game unfold. I'm going to go quickly take some quick notes on our sideboard plan.
See what we're sideboarding out here. We'll be right back.
BRD, love you. Hey yo, everybody! Just had a quick look-see. Didn't even need to take notes on Daniels. He's
been sideboarding pretty similarly all day, bringing in a lot of the same cards, but kind of changing what he's taken out. So for this matchup, he has taken out Ragavan, all 4 copies. He took out 1 Teferi, he took out 1 Spell Pierce, and he took out 1... What was the other card he took out? Well, he took out 1 Teferi, 1 Spell Pierce, and 1 other card, and then he brought in
I think he got rid of one of the Mox Opals.
He brought in Fury.
Yes.
Ledger Shredder.
Yep.
Prismatic Ending. Pithing Needle.
Yep.
And
Engineered Explosives.
Engineered Explosives and Wear Tear.
Yeah, which is like, this is...
It's very similar to what he's been doing all day. Like he'll change 2 or 3 cards that he's bringing in, but he kind of just adapts to whatever cards don't seem as good in the matchup. Like Ragavan doesn't seem super good here because like his opponent is probably like 9 out of 10 to play a blocker on turn 1. So yeah, very heads up sideboarding. How did Jacob sideboard?
So I will say about Daniel really quickly. It feels like his sideboarding is so important and so impactful because not only is he sideboarding for the match, he's sideboarding for the sideboard of the match. Because he's anticipating his opponent's sideboarding against his strategy.
No, you're totally right.
And it's actually going to come in handy here because Jacob brought in Dranith Magistrates.
Okay.
And March of Otherworldly Light.
Okay.
And that's it.
Dranith Magistrate is interesting. So Dranith Magistrate, that annoying card that people hate in Commander.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever seen it cast in Constructed before. So it says players can't cast spells from not their hand. How does that card work? I know it makes it so you can't cast your commander.
I am looking it up because I rarely see it in any other kind of format.
I don't think I've ever had the card played against me before.
Your opponents, and so this is not symmetrical.
Not symmetrical.
$20 card, by the way. Your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hand.
Wow! So it is literally can't cast spells from not their hand.
Yeah. Which also turns off his opponent's ability to cast things with Ragavan.
Daniel just ripping right out of the gates here. We see a Steam Vince for Emery after casting and Engineered Explosives and Mox Opal, Mishra's Bauble both on 0.
Yep.
Wild.
This is the Nutso opener from Daniel.
So here is a Urza Saga and a Stoneforge Mystic.
Okay.
Pretty standard fare.
I like this.
Here from the mono white hammer deck. He's going to pick up a copy of Caldra Complete. The Engineered Explosives looking particularly potent here against the Ornithopter starter. Engineered Explosives also going to be able to take care of the constructs that this Urza Sagas makes. Also going to be able to take care of the Germ token.
So with Cauldron, it gives the
creature indestructible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the germ also gets indestructible.
Yes.
It's weird it's a weird thing, but it's important that they put it on there.
So Caldra has indestructible and also gives the equipped creature indestructible.
Correct.
Interesting.
I really like how they formatted it.
Yeah. 7 mana. Good luck.
Yeah.
Essentially, yes.
Oh, so, Wear Tear.
Wear Tear just going to do its best strip mine impression here. Things are not looking good for Jacob. Lightning Bolt going to finish off this Stoneforge Mystic. Daniel's going to pass back, and it's just like Jacob didn't even take his last turn. Yep. Here's an Inkmoth Nexus.
How do you feel about losing your land drop, losing your ability to cast the 7-drop that you got into hand?
Yeah.
And there's a hammer. And we do have an Inkmoth Nexus, double hammer Inkmoth Nexus.
Yeah,
literally.
Here's a double hammer here. Interestingly, if he has a Sigardazade, let's see, is he just dead? We would need another land, right?
Yeah, we'd need another land, and it's only if he doesn't have a blocker.
Oh, because you have to activate the Inkmoth Nexus twice to give it flying again?
Well, he is an Ornithopter, too. So if he equipped it to Ornithopter, you could just hammer it.
Sure. The Engineered Explosives will take care of that, though.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
And if he activates the...
And here's an Ether Spellbomb, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Just to really slam the door shut on these hammers, being able to accomplish anything.
Yeah, it's rough.
But, Daniel, still going to have to figure out how to win the game.
Oh, there's a Sigardazade. Was that it?
That might have been a bit of a premature scoop. it's without question that Daniel was really kind of slamming the door shut on Jacob there, but without having presented a way to really close the game out or win the game, it probably would have been okay to continue playing Magic for at least a few more turns. I can understand wanting to give up there.
Yeah, it's sort of demoralizing when your opponent has it all.
Yeah,
takes your land out from you and just
yeah,
it's rough.
Yeah, that feels bad, man. All right. Well, I am going to hop out and see if we can get the other semifinal match on the camera here. Maybe in between their games, if we can move them on over.
Yeah, get Chris and Damon on.
We'll be right back.
Later. Hey, so interesting news.
Plot twist.
Plot twist.
Plot twist. So the finals is going to be Daniel versus Damon. That's Jeskai Breach versus Rakdos Scam.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Further plot twist.
Daniel is already qualified for the championship at the end of the year.
Yep.
So Jeskai Breach is scooping to Rakdos Scam. Players already split the top 8, so we were only playing for the invite here.
Yep.
And Damon has his invite now. So congratulations to Damon. He ran hot today.
Yeah.
Was able to close it out.
That game against
strong. Once again, I just want to reiterate that it was a real pleasure to watch Daniel basically all day in the feature match area.
Yeah.
With his Jeskai Breach deck.
He's an absolute champion.
Truly enjoyable. And without, anything further to cover here, I guess that's going to be it for today's stream. I just want to thank all of you for hanging out today. Thank you to Game Kastle for hosting us as usual. And
OCM for sponsoring the tournament?
Of course, yes.
Absolutely.
100%. Bob for judging, Joe for taking care of all the customers.
Been a day.
And to you for hanging out in here with me, Frank. Oh, wow.
Good friends, hanging out. Maybe kissing? No kissing.
Absolutely not.
All right, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.